this sun is playing games with me. Hi, I hope that you're doing really well and welcome back to another episode of the Law of Attraction series. Like I said in the first episode of this series, this is basically a beginner-friendly guide to the Law of Attraction, understanding it, working with it, and manifesting whatever you want. In the first episode of this series, I just gave a short explanation about what the Law of Attraction is exactly and how it works. So if all of this sounds very new to you and you have no idea what I'm talking about and what the Law of Attraction is exactly, or you want a refresher about the definition of it and what it can do for you, then I would recommend you watch that first video. I'll try to make it pop up in the screen right now, here or here, but last time I tried that didn't really work, so I'm just gonna try it, and if it's not popping up right now, then you can also click the link down below to watch that first episode, or you can go to my channel page and just search for Law of Attraction series episode 1. I can understand that first video may have been a little bit confusing still, or you still don't really know what to do when you want to manifest something. So that's why in this episode I want to dive a little bit deeper into something called the law of vibration and how this can help you get closer to your goals and manifest sooner. So we talked a little bit about the law of attraction, which simply states that you are like a magnet and the things that you think and do influence what you attract in life. Now, besides the law of attraction, there's also something called the law of vibration. Due to science, we know that everything around us, including ourselves, is made out of atoms which constantly vibrate. And all this energy in the world vibrates at a certain frequency. And this is the law of vibration. So everything is made out of energy and every single source of energy vibrates at a certain frequency. You still with me? Now, if you want to manifest something, the law of vibration says that you need to be on the same vibrational frequency as the thing that you want to attract in life, otherwise you're never gonna get it. And we also know that our emotions and our thoughts are energy as well, which means that the things that we think and feel also vibrate at a certain frequency. Say for example, right now you're in a very negative situation. You have no money in your bank account, you always struggle to get by every month, and you feel like you're drowning in bills which you just can't pay. All this energy and all these thoughts that surround this situation are vibrating at a very low frequency. It's a very negative state of mind. And say for example, the thing that you would love to manifest into your life and the thing that you want most is more money. For example, let's say $100,000. This goal of achieving $100,000 is at a very different frequency as you are. It's not gonna be that negative, low vibrational energy. It's a very high frequency. And the problem that's gonna occur is that there's a very big difference between your energy frequency and the frequency that $100,000 is vibrating on. Now, like I said before, the law of vibration tells us that in order to manifest the goal that you want on that high frequency level, you need to be on the same vibe as that goal. And this applies to anything that you can think of. It doesn't matter what you want, it doesn't matter in what situation you are. You have to vibrate at the same frequency as the thing that you want, or it's not gonna manifest. Basically, you just need to be on the same vibe. So that brings me to the next and probably most important part of this video. How can I make sure that my vibes are on the same frequency as the goal that I want to achieve? And the answer is very simple. You need to raise your own vibrational energy. How, you ask? Well, of course, it's easier said than done. But there are a lot of things that you can do in your day-to-day life to raise your vibrations. So what I did is I made a list of 10 things that will instantly raise your vibration and take you one step further to what you want to achieve in life. So let me tell you all the things that are 100% gonna help you with getting those vibes up. The first thing is positivity. If you want to manifest something, and I don't care what it is, it can be anything, the first thing that you need to do is let go of all that negativity. I'm not saying that you can never complain about anything anymore or that you can never be in a negative emotion. I'm saying that you need to try to see the positive side of things in every situation. And at first this might be very hard, especially when you're in a low vibrational state at the moment or your situation is just awful. But believe me, this is gonna make everything so much easier and it's gonna manifest everything so much faster. Some people think that we're just born positive or negative, or that some people are just pessimists and others are optimists. I think that's complete bullshit. Positivity is simply trial and error. Whenever you think something negative or you feel like you want to complain, just pause for a moment and think of a way to turn it around and to make it into something positive. It's not going to be easy, but if you keep doing this and you try to make everything as possible as you can, over time, it's gonna be a natural instinct to you to think of something positive instead of complaining. If you feel like you're negative a lot of the time, make a list of things that make you happy. Listen to affirmations in the morning. Take small steps every day to make sure that you don't get into that negative spiral. The second step is probably one of the most important things in this list, and that is gratitude. This is something that's gonna raise your vibration immensely. You have to be grateful for where you are, how you got there, and where you're going. Think about all the things that you have in your life that others don't. Your car, your food, your clothes, your family, your friends, your support system. We take too much for granted and it's really showing. Write it down, 3 things every day. When you go to bed, write down 3 things that you're grateful for that day and really sit with it and feel grateful about it. Think about what your day would be like if you didn't have those 3 things. Being grateful will automatically raise your vibration. Stop focusing on others around you, focus on yourself. You came into this world on your own and you're gonna leave on your own. The longest relationship that you have in this lifetime is with yourself. You have to stop comparing yourself to all the people around you, to all the people on Instagram and social media, to all your friends. Just focus on where you are and what you want to achieve and how you think about yourself. I've always been a people pleaser myself, so I know how hard it is not to think about what others think of you. But that's a habit that's just gonna make you insecure and do all these stupid things that you don't need to do if you're doing it for yourself. Gossiping is actually one of the most low vibrational habits that you can do in your day-to-day life. I know it's very entertaining sometimes, but it's not gonna do you or your vibes any good. Everyone has problems that you might not see from the outside, and we don't need more people judging each other. Stick to your own timeline. You will get what you need when the time is right, and don't compare yourself to others who are on completely different journeys. Take care of your body. Have you noticed how sluggish you can feel when you just lay in bed all day, not do anything, eat all junk food and just not move a single muscle in your body? That's because all these habits are dragging your vibrational energy down like a rock. Your body is your temple and you cannot vibrate higher when you're not taking care of yourself. There are also a lot of studies which show that certain food groups have different vibrational energy, which means that if you want to up those vibes, you really need to fill your body with high vibrational foods. Drink lots of water because that cleanses all toxic, and make sure that you get your steps in. This one might sound very basic, but it's very important to do what you love. This is gonna give you that exciting and ecstatic feeling that we want when we're gonna vibrate at a higher frequency. Doing things that you love is also a great tool when it comes to being in that negative spiral a little bit. And it can be something big like traveling the world, but it can also be tiny small things that you can do in your day-to-day life, like listening to music you love, or reading a good book in a quiet space, or go for a walk outside in nature. Make a list of all the things that make you happy and turn to that list whenever you need it. If you want to be at your highest vibes possible, you need to cut out all toxicity. Even when you're doing all the things to make you happy and positive and you feel like you're in a really good place, sometimes toxic situations or people can still hold us back. And it can be anything. It can be a job, a family member, a friend group. I know this one can be very difficult, believe me, I've had my own experiences with it, but believe me when I say that it's a very important step to becoming the person that you want to become. If there's someone in your life that you love deeply and you don't want to cut out of your life, but the way that they behave around you is just toxic for your self-love and self-development, then a good solution would be to talk to that person and explain how you're feeling about it and try to see if that person is willing to make some changes in your benefit. Some things will be easy to cut out of your life and some things will be very hard. But believe me, you have way too much potential to let something or someone else bring down your vibes. Meditation is a very powerful tool which can help you find peace with yourself. It's very good to just sit with your thoughts and be conscious of what you're feeling, thinking. Although it's important to stay as positive as possible, it's not good to ignore every single negative emotion that you have. And with meditation, you just pause life around you for a few minutes and really become aware of the thoughts that you have, the negative feeling that you're experiencing in that moment, and how your body reacts to it. The best way to build new vibes is to first break down the old ones. You can do this anytime, everywhere. You just need a quiet room and a few minutes to yourself. There are many different ways to meditate, using breath work and other exercises, but if you don't really know what to do yet, you can always find a guided meditation online. That's what I do, and it's really easy and someone just guides you through the whole process. Trust me, you're gonna feel so much more calm afterwards. And the more you get used to the feeling of meditation, the more you're gonna implement it in your life later on. Number 8 is trust in the universe. When you're trying to manifest your dream life or up your vibrations, there are gonna be countless of times where you're doubting the universe or you're thinking that it's not working, you're back to your negative self. In these moments, it's extremely important to trust in divine timing and trust that everything is gonna work out the way it's supposed to. Just take a step back, sit with yourself, and believe that everything is gonna work out and everything is gonna be fine. Your dream life is not gonna be here overnight, so don't stress about it. Just do the work, try to raise your vibrations, feel positive, and you will manifest eventually. When we're using the law of attraction and the law of vibration, of course it's important to think about the future. You want to manifest something that you don't have already. So of course you're gonna have to work with the future and visualize and believe and be excited for it. We must never forget to live in the now. We have to celebrate the little things and the little goals that we achieve when working towards our big goals. In a lot of areas in our life, where we are now was once the future that we were excited about. Be grateful for where you are and be excited about where you're going. And finally, be happy. The most important step of them all. It doesn't matter what you want to do or where you want to go. Just make sure that you do it with happiness. If you implement these 10 steps into your life in any way possible, I will guarantee you that you raise your vibration instantly and you are climbing towards the thing that you want to manifest. I really hope that this episode on the law of vibration and raising your vibrational energy was helpful to you. If you have any questions or you want to share your own experiences on this subject, then don't hesitate to do so in a comment box down below. Or send me a DM on Instagram. My Instagram handle is in the description box. If you enjoyed this video, then please leave a like down below, and I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you can follow more of the Law of Attraction series episodes and other videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!